that Christianity is a religion of fear. A lot of people do come at me, insulting me. Oh, why are you always talking about pastors and Christianity? Shut the fuck up, bitch. I was born into Christianity. I left that bullshit religion 8 years ago, so I know whatever thing I'm telling you. Christianity is a religion of fear. The people preaching it are the major problem, because those people will put fear inside of you so that you don't wake up to ask questions, so that you don't question their behavior, so that you don't question the wrong things they preach to you. That is why Christianity is a religion of fear. That is the same reason why a pastor will climb the altar, climb the pulpit to tell you that the reason why you are no longer ovulating, the reason why you are no longer seeing your period is because of the series of men in the North of Ekahangwa. A pastor will wake up, bath, go to the church to preach the word of God to you. He will end up telling you that the reason why you are not ovulating is because of the men in the Nangogato. Most of the men you people give your toto to suck are dipoly. Most of them are evil. Most of them, they will use you after Mocharagoto. Why will a pastor come and tell you that the reason why you are not ovulating and seeing your period is because of Umdengorogoto? Your pastor, is he a gynecologist? Is your pastor a gynecologist? Must everything be a spiritual problem? You see the reason why I say that Christianity is a religion of fear. Now you are scared thinking that somebody is doing you because you are no longer seeing your period or ovulating to get pregnant for your husband. Now read this. What can stop ovulation? Several factors can disrupt ovulation, including hormonal imbalance, thyroid problems, PCOS. That is the same thing I said in this particular video. Excessive exercise and stress, still medications. Hormonal birth control method can also prevent ovulation. Take your time and read this. Take your time and read the reason why you cannot ovulate. These things can cause you not to ovulate. You see that your pastor is daft. Your pastor has no knowledge. Your pastor believes that is very spiritual. These things can be a problem to you. These things can make you not to get pregnant for your husband. Hormonal issues can stop you from not getting pregnant. It's not a spiritual problem. Most of you useless Christians, you lack knowledge. You people are daft. You people don't have sense. That is why men of God tell you all sort of bullshit. Keep you in the church. You will be thinking that is spiritual. Is spiritual. Once you go to lab, go to hospital, you will know what is wrong with you. But because Africans, they prefer men of God to pray for them than to go to hospital. They don't want to go and spend 200,000 naira in the hospital to know their problem, but they want to put tithe of 10,000 or 5,000 to be healed by their pastor. That is why these men of God put more fear in you, because it's through you that they are feeding, through you that they are running that church. If you don't pay tithe and offering, that church will not move. That church will not function. They will not buy fuel. That is why men of God will put you in fear. That money was to go hospital. You know your pastor's prayer very cheap, 10,000. Hospital will take the due process to make sure you get healed. But you are in the church that bashing. Take your time to read this. This thing now that is on my screen might be the reason why you are not ovulating, why you are no longer seeing your period. Prolactin discharge coming from your breast can stop your ovulation, can stop you from not seeing your period. It's called high prolactin, high progesterone. Take your time and read it. Your pastor is dumb. He has no knowledge about it. That is why I tell you, Christianity is a religion of fear. Any day you wake up, that is the day you start facing reality. You have been the men of God on that query. Let's take a look at the reason why your period can stop. You can take your time and read it. Go and make research. Your pastor that is telling you that the reason why you are not ovulating is because of your pastor is an illiterate. You see the reason why I don't balance with Christians? You see the reason why I don't balance with your men of God? Because they believe everything is spiritual. Ihe ga-agara hospital, ebido ịfa ya ekpere. Ihe ga-azụrụ ọgwụ ṅụọ, ebido ịfa ya ekpere. My sister, if your period has stopped, go to the gynecologist. Go and do lab. If you are having breast milk discharge, that one is called prolactin. Go to the hospital. The drugs are not expensive. If you are no longer seeing your period, go to the hospital. Most of you that are always having acne on your face, it can be caused by PCOS. Make your research. Know what is your problem. Stop allowing this man of God put fear in your body that you are not dumb. You are a human being. You are not getting pregnant. Go and check your hormones. Your hormones can be wrong. Not people in your village. Or when you get on a village, or when your hormones, something might be wrong with your hormones. That is why you cannot conceive. Once they place you on that drugs of hormonal imbalance, immediately you start ovulating and you conceive. Please, I'm begging you, don't let these men of God fool you. Don't let them deceive you. They have zero knowledge about it. Even the Bible, where they preach, they know Sabian. Don't let them fool you. These are things that can cause you from not seeing your period and your ovulation. Make your research. Your pastor is not a doctor or oncologist or a doctor. Go to hospital. Go to some pharmacies. They have gynecologists and doctors in that pharmacy. Explain your problem to them. The reason why you are not ovulating or seeing your period is not a spiritual problem. I must tell you. Because 70% to 80% of women today are battling with hormonal issues. You are a human being. Everything is spiritual problem. Everything is spiritual problem. Okay, your pastor just to keep you in that church. This PCOS can cause you acne, can cause you a lot of things, can even make you not to get pregnant. Prolactin is the worst. Prolactin will make you will not get pregnant. Start taking the drugs. Go to hospital. Make your research. Leave your pastor alone. Religion, Christianity and religion is the problem. A lot of you human beings are facing today. Pastor give it pataka it come. They are the problem. They are the problem. Shut the fuck up now. Please do yourself good by making research when these useless men of God tell you shit, tell you craps that does not make sense. Make your research. I don't balance with all these people. I go school, I sabi book. Pastor I go and make my research. Everything is not a spiritual problem. Some of them are medical problems that needs to be solved so that you will be okay. Pastor with him, but no way home. Leave people alone. They are full of lies. These evil men of God, they are full of lies. Oh my God, the word of God on the preach, or man, the word of God. Most of your pastors no go school. They did not even go to Bible school. Oh, Chineke from mama. Oh, she now from them mom. Oh, she now from them mom, but I woman illiterate. Oh, she now from them mom, but I woman believe. Mama. Ị ga-ahụcha illiterate ịma na onye awụ nnọmara illiterate that's gonna amụma ma ya ama obidi preach the nonsense. Ị ga-ahụcha iti mpataka from her mother's womb that's gonna amụma amala ya Bible ọma agụ basic knowledge ọma ya nefe but ọwa amụma ka ha ji shi ike amụma mara apụta na-akụ eri. Make your research. Go to the pharmacist. Ask them. You understand me? Google it. Google your problem. It can give you a little insight. Then you go face to face, ask the doctors. Go face to face, consult the gynecologist. Ask the pharmacist. You understand me? They don't know anything. They do not know anything.
You are welcome once again to Evangelist Imakalu TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. As you know, I am your serviceable servant, Evangelist Imakalu. This is part 42 of Cutting the Serpentine Tongues. And according to Chisomama, Christianity is a religion of fear. That is the lie. It is a lie of the serpent. It is the spirit of the serpent speaking through her. In the first place, Christianity is not a religion. Religion is a human structured method of reaching to God, to have fellowship with God. That is a religion. Then, if I say religions, that has to include all forms of human patterned mediums with the aim of reaching to God. Even though they end up reaching to different million kinds of gods that are not really the true God. So it is man-made. Religions are man-made. Humans' way of trying to relate with God. That is human forming their way and trying to force God to come into the way they have formed. So these are religions. But Christianity is the system or method or structure of relationship God has formed to relate with human beings. So the opposite is the factor between the two. Christianity is not a religion in the first place. Then Christianity is not a religion of fear. Even Christianity is not a movement of fear. Because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us the spirit of boldness, so that we'll have the knowledge that God, the real God, is our Father, even above the earthly fathers we have, so that we can recognize the sovereign power of God and our privilege to exercise that sovereign power as much as God gives us the grace. Christianity is not a movement of fear. That is the reason Jesus has declared that He has given us the power to tremble upon serpents and scorpions, and nothing shall by any means harm us. Rather, there are fearful Christians. That is true. So the fear does not come from Christianity, neither does Christianity promote the fear. Rather, they are not confident in Christianity. It is lack of faith and the doubts about the propensity, the effectiveness of Christianity that make many Christians to live in fear, even as being Christian. Or maybe those Christians are living in sin. So they are fearful, not because Christianity is a system or a movement of fear, but because they are fearful of a sudden destructive consequences their sin may result against them. That is the reason of their fear. Many Christians are genuine, but they have not developed the faith to stand against odds of life. So that becomes their personal issue of being fearful. It is not the Christianity that makes them fearful, but their personal issue. So Jesus Christ was never fearful and can never be fearful, because He is the greatest freedom fighter. So no fearful person can be a freedom fighter. Even to the extent that devil is afraid of him, death is afraid of him, lies are afraid of Jesus Christ. That is the reason they combine together to persecute Him, yet He conquered all of them. The fearful people can never be more than conquerors. Apostle Paul realized this. We are in all odds. We are more than conquerors. Christianity faces all of the challenges of life, just like every other person. All other sets of people who are not Christian face all of the challenges of life. But it takes Christianity, consistency in Christianity, consistency and resilience in Christianity to overcome all of those challenges of life. And no fearful person can overcome. Chisom is a fearful person. That is the reason she cannot overcome through Christianity. That is the reason she had left Christianity since 6 years ago, even though she is being born into Christianity, because she is still confused even up to today since ever then. She is a fearful one who cannot stand to fight the battle inside of the Christianity and through the Christianity and with the Christianity to be an overcomer. But she ran away from the battle. What is her reason? Because of those who preach the Christianity. Well, they are fake. They are fake. They put fear into the people. They put fear into the people. They twist the truth. They forge their own prophecy, claiming to be prophets by inheritance, claiming to be prophets by prophetic lineage. They use mythology and superstitions to hold people captive and be lying to them. And she is talking directly using Evangelist Ebuka Obi as her reference point. I am not here to defend Ebuka Obi, and I have no business defending any fake Christian leader, whether as a pastor, prophet, evangelist, teacher, whatever office the person may hold. I have no business to defend any fake Christian. I have no business for that, so that people will not misunderstand, to misquote me, that I am here to be defending Ebuka Obi and the other false or maybe false Christian preachers and leaders. If Ebuka Obi is teaching falsehood, that simply means he is a false Christian leader. But that does not mean that Christianity is false. That does not mean that Jesus Christ is false. That does not mean that all of the Christian preachers are false, because I am not false, and because I am preaching the truth by the grace of God. There are many others who preach and teach the truth just the way I do. But the real problem is that Chisom could not withstand the truth. And that is the reason she will never ever talk about the good preachers. That is the subtlety of that serpent inside of her. That serpent will never promote the integrity of Christianity being championed by people like me and the rest of my life. And they can never stand to learn from us, because the truth we preach condemn their evil activities, because they so much love evil activities. Chisom is a kind of person who wants to be living in sin and yet be claiming to be a true child of God. And when she encounters the truth that will demand her to end her sinful behavior, sinful life, then she will begin to excuse herself, giving some logical reason, and lying against Christianity, pull herself away, so that she will begin to project herself as having been freed, while she has completely fallen away from the channel of freedom into a complete channel of bondage, because living in sin is living in bondage. That is the serpentine spirit, the serpentine attitude, the serpentine subtlety manifesting through Chisom. What about Chisom coming to promote true Christianity, coming to promote those who still practice and preach and teach the true Christianity, and ask people to be abandoning the fake ones and be following the true ones, of which I am one, by the grace of God. That is what God has called me for. And that alone I will do. I will not do otherwise, by the grace of God. So the problem is not that Christianity is a religion or movement of fear. Rather, many fake people have disguised themselves as if they are Christian leaders. But the genuine Christian leaders are still in existence. The genuine Christian leaders are still in existence. Why not follow my pattern of message, my pattern of teaching, the teachings of the truth, the teachings of the reality? Must you follow? Because the major problem people have is that they want to have the right answer, the right solution from the wrong sources. There are people who will know that some of these Christian leaders are fake, yet they will deliberately want to follow them due to any of their own sentiments. Some will follow them because they preach what the people want to hear and be comfortable with it, even though they are lies and deception. Rather than them going to stay where they will be told to live the good and the righteous life, to follow the due processes with God to get the necessary result. Chisom is talking about Ebuka being an illiterate biblically and socially, then using manipulation to be manipulating those people. What about Chisom directing the people to come to where those, by the grace of God, who are truly knowledgeable socially and biblically, to be educated, to be guided, so that they will follow the right way, to be getting the right results? It is not Christianity that tell women that the reason they do no longer menstruate and ovulate is because of the men that suck their vagina. Christianity never tells anybody like that. Rather, fake Christian leaders tell people like that. If Ebuka is telling people like that, it means that Ebuka is lying. Simple. It is not Christianity that is lying. It is not Jesus Christ that is lying. It is not me that is lying. It is not the Bible that is lying. It is not God that is lying. Christianity in any means can never lie, can never deceive, can never put fear inside of anybody. Rather, the confidence I have as a man to be successful in life, to be progressive in life, to be hopeful, to develop my vision and be pursuing them, and still I'm attending them stage by stage. All the confidence is founded on Christianity. Am I a fearful person? The fearful people Jesus Christ made mention in the book of Revelation, somewhere in the book of Revelation, Jesus called them cowards. Cowards are those who cannot withstand the real standard of Christianity. Coward can be Ebuka if he cannot withstand the real standard of Christianity to teach the people and rather begin to teach them compromises. Chisom is also a coward for not withstanding the real standard of Christianity. Rather, she runs away and begin to display her logic, giving her reason, her serpentine logic and ideology to make herself to appear as a wise person, while Christianity is foolish. So yes, Chisom is a coward. Chisom cannot withstand the integrity of Christianity to live it out and to champion it, to use it to benefit herself, to influence others, even to develop herself and develop skill. Just for example, For me to be a conqueror, a champion, a Christian champion, I have been able, by the grace of God, to be pressing forward, to be living up to the expected standard of Christianity, and to stand, to possess the Christian integrity, and to be standing in opposition to different kinds of evil with Christianity, and have been developing myself morally, personal capital development. And Christianity have made me to become a human capital developer, and have been given me skills. And by the grace of God, as it is now, I am an evangelical author. The major reason is Chisholm had no understanding and has no atom of execution of the righteousness. That is this kind of thing is the reason I have written this book, Understanding and Executing Righteousness. Understanding and executing righteousness. That is the fundamental factors of Christianity. If Chisholm has understanding that and the knowledge of righteousness, then she will know how to execute them. And when she does this, she will begin to discipline herself to be able to be differentiating between false people inside of Christianity and Christianity itself, to differentiate between the real people in Christianity and to work with the real people. Chisholm is supposed to be a Christian champion, but because she is a coward, she is fearful, she runs away from the battlefield when she is supposed to be a God battle axe, just as I am. So it is not the Christianity that put fear in the side of the people. Rather, rogues, criminals, hoodlums, disguising themselves as Christianity, are the people who use fear to intimidate, to manipulate, and to exploit the people. They continue to create confusion more and more. And there is one thing she mentioned about Bible illiteracy. The majority of those of their followers are Bible illiterate. But I am telling you to always follow me, buy my books, to read them, to develop quick Bible knowledge, the fundamental things you have to know concerning the Bible, concerning Christianity, concerning righteousness, relationship with God. These are the reason I begin to write all these books. So this is one among the four that I've already published, Understanding and Executing Righteousness. So my books are available in Amazon. They are available in Amazon. My books are available in my shop, bookshop at #1 Comprehensive Road by Ujobuaku Street, Aba, because I have the vision of reaching out to the people that is in any angle of the world with my teachings. So these are packaged teachings in book, packaged teachings in books. So you need it. I want every family to be having a copy of each of my books and be reading them, knowing what they contain, and begin to apply the principle in their life, and they'll begin to see the results. I am not here to market magic. I am here to market reality. And that is the reason after each of my books has the motto, from points of reality, understanding and executing righteousness from points of reality. So this one, then I have 3 other books, which is first and the other one, Lost and Their Problems from Points of Reality. The other one, The Olivet Prophecy, Matthew 24, from Points of Reality. The other one, Polygamy and Its Problems, from Points of Reality. Then, if you want to search out for my books online, go through your Google, type my name, just Evangelist Inimakalu, or you say books by Evangelist Inimakalu. Type it in your Google. It has now begun to reflect. Then it will take you straight to the list of my books in Amazon. Then you click on anyone you want to view or you want to buy immediately, then you at least you access them online if you want to. Then you buy as much as you want to buy. Buy for yourself, buy for others. Read it. If they really give you what you need, then you come and give your testimony. May God bless you. I remain your serviceable servant, evangelist Inyima Kalu. We are not the problem. We, the true Christians, are not the problems. We don't use fear to intimidate people. Rather, we motivate the people. The Spirit of God is upon me because He has anointed me to come and educate the world, to open the eyes of the blind, those who are blindfolded with religions and the ignorance, to open their mind, to open the eyes of their heart with the true knowledge of Christianity, to cure their ignorance, to give them courage from hopelessness, to heal them, to heal their emotional traumas with the courage of the future, telling them that they have a good future for them only if they can align with God. I have tried it. It works for me. I am also called to carry others along. It is not about to discourage them, to give them the proper hope and guide them on how to achieve the result from having the hope and the faith in God. And that is the reason I am doing what I am doing. A lot are contained in my channel. This is a treasury of excellent knowledge. My channel is a treasury of excellent knowledge. People should be listening to my teachings to develop very, very, very well. Chisom is self-deceptive. She is deceiving herself. She has not been truthful to herself. Chisom hates everything about Christianity. Chisom has covenanted to live against Christianity. So it is not just Chisom. There is a spirit governing our life that have covenanted with her to always find a way to twist the truth and reality, to present Christianity, the Christians, the Bible, God, as if we are the problem of humanity, when herself, her devilish spirit and her devilish wisdom are the problems, like her, like the majority of the non-Christians. So until I come your way, once again, the program has just